John from JO Ventures Outdoors, and today I have another video for you, some more leather projects. I wanted to give you an update on the Green River sheath and talk about another project that I'm doing here coming up. So I don't think this will be a very long video, but let's start with the Green River sheath. Here it is. So here's the finished product. And if I can get this out where you can see it, let me pan that up just a little bit. There we go. So I have some comments on this, and I have sent a video to the owner. He really liked it. I think it turned out beautiful as far as the color. I mean, look at how that matches the handle and everything. It just really turned out nicely there. The one issue that I'm most concerned about is this. Most of my knives don't come out quite that easily. It's not horribly awful, and you can shake it and it's not going to come out. If you shake it hard enough, it will. It's the design of this handle with this type of sheath. So I wanted to talk about that just a little bit. Now, the owner of this knife, this is the Green River, the Russell Green River, made in USA. Very cool knife, very popular, has a rich history, which I'm not prepared to talk about today, but has a rich history. If you want to read about it or watch videos, it is very interesting. So he wanted to sheath this style for that knife. And so I think this is going to work just fine. I really am. I did have, some concerns with the retention, and I told him about it, and he's like, hey, I've got other sheaths that are a lot looser than that. Send it all over. I'll try it. I'm really anxious to try it. I think it looks great. I'm not concerned. So I appreciate that. And of course, we'll try to fix it or do something different or something if we need to. But most of the sheaths that I saw when I did a little more research on this for the Green River were actually more of a bushcraft style or a Pukko knife style sheath like this one. I made this one. This is a knife that was made by North Star Knife Reviews. Ray, he bought the blade and he made the handle. This is walnut and desert ironwood. And the handle, I always forget what it is, what the steel is, but it is a high carbon steel handle. And this is a Pukko knife, a bushcrafting knife. And this is the sheath I made for it. And so this is probably more of the style sheath that this knife should have. It doesn't mean that this won't work or this is wrong necessarily. It's just that this is generally what I see, and that's because of the shape of that wide handle. So I really learned quite a bit about, thinking about the style of knife, and I admit I didn't think that much about. I was thinking about the preferences of the owner of the knife, and I thought that would be just fine, and I think it will be, but I'm wondering, with knives with a larger handle, if this style sheath might work better. But maybe you have a comment about that. It would depend on the knife and all that. But overall, this project, I'm really happy with it. I was a little concerned about the retention, like I said, but otherwise, I'm very, very happy with the sheath. I made these style sheaths. I've made maybe a dozen of them so far. I have no idea. But I am very happy with it, kind of getting the process down, I think. The leather's it's kind of a little bit warped a little bit or something, but it's coming around. I think it's just because you're contorting it and putting it together, and it gets twisted a little bit. So I think it'll come back together here as it's used and breaks in a little more. So there's that one. I just wanted to show that as a comparison. And then here's this one. So that'll be shipped off here real soon. And then I have another project, and I just realized it's in the other room. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So this is the other knife that I'm going to be making a sheath for. It has a sheath that the owner purchased. Now, it's just probably an inexpensive one just to get him by. I don't know. But this is a Western G46-6 Shark, it's called. And apparently, according to the Tang stamp, and you Western aficionados and experts can help me out with this, but I believe this Tang stamp is from 1935 to 1950. And so he wants a sheath similar to what would have been used for a knife like that at that time. So this is the style sheath that I'm going to attempt to make. So I'm going to have to practice my rivets. I haven't used a lot of rivets in my sheaths, but this is also was double stitched, and he said it was okay if I single stitch it. So I was really thankful of that. I'm also going to make, I'm assuming this was made out of a little bit thinner leather than 8 ounce, 7 to 9 ounce or whatever, approximately 8 ounce. But I'm going to make it out of 8 ounce leather. And it will have this style belt loop with the cuts, and there's the strap you can see there, and then I'll have 5 rivets. This is just a picture from online and probably from a forum or something, but I'll put 5 rivets in here. Talking to Georgia Adventurer, we kind of talked about it here recently, and I don't think I'm going to put a welt in this. I'm just going to go with rivets. And rivets or a welt, either one, keep it from cutting the stitches and give it strength. So, you know, I think it'll be fine with just the rivets. But I have to get the right style rivets to go through 2 layers of 8 ounce leather. So I'll be heading to Tandy Leather here very soon to get some supplies, and I'll be doing that. So this is the next project for me. Because I've had this for a little bit, and I need to get this done for the for this gentleman. So, but this is a very cool knife. Looks very similar to a marbles expert. Kind of reminds me of that, but it's got a lanyard hole here, stacked leather handle. Just very cool, very old, but very cool knife. So. Either that person can correct me if I'm wrong on the date, but I think it's 1935 to 1950, and I neglected to ask him about it. This sheath I thought I could maybe use as a guide, but I don't know. The shape of the belt loop is all wrong. This is the right design here, but this is a fold over that does have rivets. Wow, but I won't use that style rivet, but anyway, this is the next project. So there's the projects. Again, the Green River Russell sheath I think turned out great. It'll be going out in the mail tomorrow, back to its owner. And this one will be the next one on the docket, I believe. I have several slips to make. I've got, of course, the Altoids 10 sheath and the flashlight holster, which is on its way back to me for some repair. So I'll be busy here, that's for sure. But just wanted to give you an update on this this project and upcoming projects. And so I think that's about all I have here for today. But I thank you all for watching.